Good morning, and welcome to the first ever Fabled vlogs. Start working on my items. I've already started a few granny squares for a tote bag. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna actually do some crocheting now. I'm gonna do a time lapse because I want to, and I think it's boring to watch me crochet at actual speed because it is, you know. So I just read for an hour. It was nice, kind of. I started a book that I read the first book of for a literature circle for my English class like a year or two ago. It's interesting so far. The original book was okay. I wouldn't say that it was outstanding or whatever, but it was entertaining, and I enjoyed it when I read it the first time. I'm starting the second book. I started the second book with that reading session. I think I finished four squares, maybe 5. I don't remember. Maybe I should have kept track of that. But by the way, I have 9 squares. I need 13 for the tote bag. Well, that's how that'll work. It'll be fun. It was honestly a pretty interesting start, because it's really weird because it looks different. Like I'm reading an ebook of it, and the pages look different than the first one did, and that really threw me off. They also are in the point of view of another character that we meet nearing the end of the last book for the first few chapters, so that was also really weird because she's kind of an enigma. It was really weird, but it was really interesting, and I like it a lot so far, and she points out a lot of things that I don't think I ever thought about when I first read the first book. That was fun. I'm gonna do homework now. Or work. I mean, I guess both of those are working, but still. I'll be back in a while. It is after I've done my school things. I got a little more progress done on my bag. We're still at 9 squares. I didn't get that much done because I'm lazy and I was tired after I did my school things. And my brother is here. And he wanted to wave hi.
Hi. Oh, there we go.
Because he's a nuisance.
I'm not a nuisance.
You are.
Do your granny squares or whatever.
Hey, you got the name right.
Oh, you were actually doing granny squares?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm making a tote bag. I have some over there.
Where?
That are up for sale. But yes, I've done my school things. I am working hard for a lot of things, including this, and so we'll see how it's been going well. I won't say that it's been going badly because it hasn't. My cat came in. But yeah, a lot of my school things have been interesting, to say the least. So we have, I think, 2 squares left to do. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I lied. We have 3. 3? 3. I'm really bad at counting. This is why I failed math twice. Anyway, we have 3 squares left. I'm almost done with the 11th. And then we'll connect them all with my favorite method of connecting, because it's easy. And the worst part of it is the end. And then we'll have our first item done for April. So that'll be fun. Alright, I'm gonna crochet and I'll time lapse it. So for most of my crochet sessions today, I have put my setting on time lapse, and while I was making the 12th square, I was watching myself in the camera, and I was like thinking about my speed, which is not something that I normally do, because I don't generally care. Everyone crochets at different speeds, everyone knits at different speeds, everyone crafts at different speeds. So like, I don't care that much. I just find it interesting. And so I was watching like my hands go in real time on the camera, and I figured that that for the last square I would just film normally, and then if I had to speed it up in editing, I would. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do for the last square, and then we'll talk about joining. am going to make sure that I have 13 squares though, because I've been wrong before and I don't want to be wrong again. To put all these together, and yeah. So I will not attach them all, but put them in bag shape. Alright, so I have used some stitch markers to put it all together, and yeah, now I get to do the fun job of connecting them. So I have finished the connecting of the squares. However, I'm done for tonight. I will see you in the morning to put the handles on the bag and tie up any loose ends, quite literally. And then our first item will be done. I think after that I'm probably gonna make some keychains. I have made several frog keychains, though I might look into some chicken patterns, because I want to make chicken keychains with this yarn, because along with this yarn that my grandmother gave me, she also gave me these two, which I feel like this would be a really good like head piece for the chicken, like in that color. And then I also think that this would be a really good beak color. I don't know, we'll play around with it, but I think it would be cute. And I also really think that this is a chicken color. I don't know why, but I think that this is a chicken color. Does it not look like a chicken color? Maybe not, because my lighting sucks right now. But like, is this not a chicken color? I feel like this is a chicken color. Like, it's kind of cream, kind of off-white, you know? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just insane. We'll find out tomorrow. But yeah, that's the plan. Good morning. I got, well, you'll know, but I finished putting together all of the squares. My ends are obviously not weaved in. I don't like doing that, but I will be doing it in like the next segment you see, because I found a way that makes it easier. And then we get to do the top, which is fun and lovely. And I'll be doing that in black, because I feel like we have enough bright green, you know? But yeah, that's the plan. And then I think we might toy around with either making a frog keychain or a chicken. We might look for some chicken patterns, because I know that they exist. I know that they exist. And I'm also slightly peeved because yesterday I was supposed to get a bigger than normal Michael's order, and I didn't. It was delayed 3 times, and it still says traveling to local post office. Yay. I'm so happy. I mostly want it here because it has a bunch of yarn that I want to make for like tops, summer tops, like the kind of like the bikini style ones. I really like those. Oh yeah, speaking of it being good morning, let's change my calendar and see what the next day is. So we have this. I love this thing, by the way. It makes me so happy. And then there's a little thing on the back, so we're gonna look at that. Oh, it's Sudoku today. I love doing these things. However, I suck at doing them on paper. I might attempt this later and then show you where I went wrong. Because there's no way that I will actually get it right on the first try, because I never do. I'm too used to playing online, where it tells you if you're wrong immediately. But yeah, we're gonna do all of the end weaving and then, yeah, our handles. So yeah, let's do that. So, as you saw, all of my ends are weaved in. Thank God. I really hate weaving in ends. Probably my least favorite task in crocheting and knitting. I don't like it. It just takes so long, and they're all fiddly, and but yes, all of my ends are now weaved in and done, and I don't have to worry about them anymore, because the only other end that I'll have to weave in is on the top, which doesn't come for a little while. If you saw me where I was putting my ends, I have this little Squirtle headless mug that I made in a ceramic class. I was gonna make him into War Turtle, but I ran out of time. And so he's just regular old Squirtle now. He was gonna have this like big tail that was like a handle that you could hold. And I really liked the idea. It didn't come out, unfortunately. His belly also broke, and so I super glued it on. But now he is my holder of scraps until they go into my scrap drawer. Which is currently very empty because I use scraps as stuffing a lot. But yeah, that's how it is. And now we're gonna start doing our handles, our tote bag handles. Hooray! So, I had to stop to go take care of some documentation that I needed to take care of. And so, yeah, I did that. It's done. I only got a little bit of a ways through, so I'm gonna continue off camera until it's done, and then we will continue along. And then the next time you'll see me is when we're searching for patterns for small chickens. So I'm not done with the bag yet, but my yarn has come, and I'm also taking a break for lunch. But my yarn has come, so I'm gonna open it on camera because yes. For reference, this is a bunch of cotton yarn from Michaels. The brand is fairly similar to Lily Sugars and Cream, but I think that it's softer and generally feels better on like the skin. And I got nine skeins of it for tops. Here is the green color. I forgot what it's called. It's called Pear Ombre, but I think it's cute. We have Lilac Ombre, very similar to Pear. Creamsicle Ombre, very pretty. And then the last one that I got is Pool Party Ombre. I believe in Lily Sugar and Cream this one was called Moon Dance. I think. But those are the colors that I got for a bunch of tops and such. Like summer tops, you know? So it was 9. Yeah, 9. And they're all very pretty, and I'm very excited to work with them and make some tops. And I think that they'll turn out very nice. But it's nice to have them because I have been waiting for them. Ta-da! It actually looks really cute. I'm really happy with it. And now we get to move on to some chickens. I'm actually gonna search Instagram for a free small chicken pattern first, because there is actually a lot of free patterns that you can find on Instagram that, like, honestly, I think people forget about a lot, because, like, honestly, some of them are good, some of them are bad. I personally haven't had any failings with searching on Instagram. So I don't know, I don't remember if this was the original one that I found. But the pattern that I will be following is by Limoso Crochet on Instagram. I think that's how you say it. As I was searching, I caked up the rest of the green yarn from the bag that we were working on. I was gonna put it away, but I don't have space, so we're not gonna do that. And this seems really easy, like, I think that this is fairly similar to the ones that I followed previously. This pattern doesn't give any, like, specifications about, like, weight or like yarn weightage or what hook size to use, but I will probably be using a 3.5mm hook for this, which sounds insane to say after I've been working with a 5 for a while now. And I think that she might also have a tutorial for how to do the comb, but I won't be doing that. Good morning, baby. My cat is napping on my bed behind me. Yeah, she does. So I may or may not be doing the comb. We'll see. And I might end up having to go up a hook size because of the type of yarn this is. Even though it's a thin chenille, it might still be too small to work with. But we'll just see. We'll end up seeing. And if it turns out bad, then that's why we do tests, you know? That's why I'm not dedicating myself to 30 of them today. That's why I'm only dedicating myself to 1, because we test in this household. We test. So I finished the base part and I've sewed in some little eyes. Honestly, if I do this again, it'll probably change to safety eyes. I'll just tell him to do his chain, and then that'll be Mr. Chicken all done. And for my keychain chains, I use the same color for all of them, and it is this old Big Twist mixed lot, so that all of the keychains are unique but have like there's a defining feature of me, you know? So any keychain of mine is made from this yarn. So far anyway, since Joann's closed, there will probably be less, though there will be a day where I can't do it anymore. But for now, this is where it is. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I just do a chain of 31, technically 31, a chain of 30, but 31 to like close it off. And then I use whatever hook I used to make the item to make the chain. And then what I'll do is I'll just go through this side, knot it somewhere here, push it back through, and then I'll create like a little platform to ground it on the bottom where it's less likely to be seen. And then it just creates like a more secure bond that I feel more comfortable with giving people. So yeah, that's what I'll do. So for the last few hours, I've been making the skulls for the Death Heads Hawk Moth bandanas that I do. And now I think I'm going to make a white version of the black rainbow bucket hat, kelp bucket hat that I made, I want to say 2 months ago. Pretty much it's just a row of black in between every single color of the rainbow. And I think I'm gonna do that with white instead this time, because I think it'll be cute. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's the plan. Good morning. First things first, we're going to switch my lovely cat calendar. I really love this thing. It's so cute. This is the next day. Our daily extra today is an origin story, and it says, horseshoes are a popular good luck charm to many, likely as a result of an old tale about Saint Dunstan, the patron saint of blacksmiths. The devil came to to St. Dunstan's shop asking for shoes. So St. Dunstan nailed burning hot horseshoes to the devil's hooves. To get them removed, the devil had to promise not to enter any place that had a horseshoe by the door. That's fun. I didn't know the devil had hooves. You know, it makes sense. Horses are very badly designed. So for today, I won't be doing a whole lot of crocheting. I got this far on the bucket hat last night. I'll probably finish that up, but today will mostly be making sure everything is ready for my drop tomorrow. I'm not gonna be at home tomorrow. I'm gonna be going on a visit tomorrow, so I'll be packing up this yarn for that, so that I have something to do. Yeah, today's not gonna be a crochet day, unfortunately, or a knit day. Sad. But yeah, that's the plan. Sorry. This will probably also be the end of the vlog. Very sad. I know I didn't do a whole lot of crocheting, but that's how it happens. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye.